I say, is this thing on? It's on. It's on right now. Why, hello, and welcome to another exciting edition of Fistful of Lead, brought to you by Wiley Games. Tonight we have a triple threat, if you will, a trio of Victorian sci-fi games. My favorite period, if you haven't guessed. The first is a large aerial battle, fought using the Starfighter's fleet rules. The second, a smaller skirmish using Fistful of Lead core. And finally, a bigger battle with all sorts of clanky contraptions. I hope you enjoy them as much as I did. Shut it off. I just hit this button. I hit this button. Okay. For the first of these three linked scenarios, we use the highly adaptable Starfighters rules with the Fleet Battle Special rules.
It'll be like this most of the time. And when we're not. So I've also got for when we get into the end of battle, then I've got the come on, baby. Then I've got the battle cam, so we can move that around to actually.
Oh wow!
Get to the.
I do believe the mighty empire is talking.
Yeah. Every expense spared. It's looking good.
Yeah, so it'll be that'll be better for the next game, but for here it's kind of fun. And then just a few moments ago, I made some for when we launch our torpedoes. We can have the little.
Brilliant. Will you be doing the sound effects?
Yes, I will be doing sound effects.
That's good.
Boom, 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 boom. So we're using the Starfighter fleet rules, which is basically the Starfighters. The only difference is you don't have to move in this if you want to stop, but you can still only fire once per turn. So and then we've also got fighters in here. Where's my pointing stick? So the local forces have a couple of fighters here, fighter squadrons that just launched once the air raid warnings went off, and the German forces have one escort fighter squadron. And the way they work is basically beginning of the turn, or beginning of the player controlling them's turn, they move 12 inches in just straight line, so you don't have to plot them. They just go straight, and they can either attack the ships or they can attack the other squadron, and it's basically like it's our close combat rules. So it's like a little dogfight, and the ships can drive them off. There you go. Yeah. So if a fighter squadron moves within an inch of the starship, or in this case an airship, they fight a close quarters action. The fighters roll a d10, and the ship rolls its close quarter die, representing its anti-fighter defenses. And the fighters have 6 damage points and treat shock results as damage and out of action as 2 damage. And they function as normal to every fighter in the squadron is lost. And then fighter versus fighter combat's similar, except the squadron that has the most hits gets an advantage, or has the most strength left gets an advantage. So, and then of course there's no dog fightings in this ship and ship to ship. So it's basically, we're calling it close quarter. So it's you rolling up next to each other, blazing away with your broadsides, that kind of thing.
Running speed.
So yeah, you can consider it all that kind of stuff too. All right. So hopefully you guys all have a deck of cards, and what we've done in the past is that if there's a tie on the and you both have a jack of spades, then we do a roll off, and otherwise it's just the standard deck, and then no jokers in the deck, and then if yeah, you're gonna do, and then you're gonna do your own rolling. So I'm not gonna roll this time. I'm gonna trust you guys.
Okay.
Even though Mark is playing.
Oh, no.
Large colored markers were used to help players identify their ships on screen.
So the situation is tensions between Great Britain and the German Empire, of course, have been tenuous at best. But then out of nowhere, they started crossing the North Sea, making a beeline directly for the homeland. There was a skirmish over the North Sea, and part of the German fleet has broken off and has crossed over and is seemingly, instead of avoiding any large cities, has headed for the hinterlands into a small town, either one of these along this road here. So we've got several different towns. So the British fleet has no idea what they're doing. They've called up some older vessels out of mothballs to come and intercept them, and that's where we'll begin. The first few turns saw the fleets maneuvering, trying to see who could get the most guns to bear. A few long-range shots and some early torpedo launches. He is firing a torpedo at Blue 1. So, torpedoes away! Got torps in the air. Smuts patented aerial torpedo. All right, Mark, you had a 7.
I do. Right, the HMS Cossack, Blue 4, is going to come forward to onto the port side of the audacious Blue 1.
So over here?
Yeah.
Okay. So is he faster? He's nimble. So he's not any faster. So 1 gets you there. 2 gets you there. Swarm, swarm! As the fleets come into close range, firing becomes deadly.
That knocks me off.
Okay. Boom!
Oh no!
Scratch 1. German ship.
God save the Queen.
Have you got some little cotton wool balls with bits of ship sticking out of them?
Hold on, I got it.
Of course he does.
Floating wreckage.
I don't know if the burning shows up, but there we go.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Pieces of wreckage fall from the sky onto the town below.
So on the next game, Jay, if you've got lots of 28mm Neff wreckage.
Yeah, it's off screen though.
Okay.
All right, here's the torpedo impact on Mark. A double hit and a shock on the Audacious.
Okay, and I can't save any of that, can I?
No.
So I take 2 hull.
Okay.
And the Audacious hits the deck then. That's 6 hits.
We got one of their kind of big ships, I guess. We didn't get either one of their biggins.
They just kept running off instead of standing and fighting like our guys.
Yeah.
And by standing and fighting, I mean fighting and then falling out of the sky.
Is he within short range or close range?
He is just out of close range.
I'll need a 10.
I believe in you.
No, I don't. 2. See? I told you.
Oh no, they've hit the superstructure on yellow 1.
All right. Okay, gentlemen, I think that's probably it. I think the Germans got one of their minor accomplishments done, but we were unable to, of course, drive the fleet away completely. I think they'll probably come back with more. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Got like 6 ships left. Still our big ones left. And you still got both of your big ones. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, you outnumber us still.
I'm still proud of my contributions as a new like,
Yeah.
ouch. That was fun.
Well,
The British drive the German from the skies, but a group of Marines has landed near an unsuspecting village.
Hey, Jay, are we leaving jokers in our deck?
you are not.
Okay.
Just because it's too hard, because there'd be way too many jokers. If it was a normal game, I would say yes. One of us would. I would have it in the deck since we'd all be sharing the deck. So
So is the British?
you're on rolling, and you're gonna do your own cards. So everyone's got equal number of troops. They got 5. Most of the officers are only armed with a pistol, but everyone else is armed with a rifle. So just so you get your bearings, this is a 24-inch stick, so that would be rifle range. That's why there's lots of terrain. So short and medium and long. So anyway, everyone can deal themselves. This is the professor's little fortified farm that he has set up his workshop in. Nice and quiet, other than a little bit of smoke coming up through the chimney. If we have ties on the cards where it's exactly the same suit and everything, and we'll do a roll off. I think it only happened once the entire time of the game earlier, so.
Now is the British on one side and the Germans on one side, and
Yes,
we're going against each other? Okay.
You've got Sir Nigel's right there. The Naval Landing Brigade off of one of the ships is right there. German. And so I'll give you a close-in shot after you move the guys, if you kind of know where they're at. The regulars will be, if we get to where it gets confusing, who's who, I've got the little tips we can put beside them to keep track of 1, 2, and 3. But we'll cross that when it comes to it.
Hey, Jay, apologies for not paying attention earlier. Is there objectives or just a meeting engagement?
Well, the Germans are looking for the whole reason for their attack and move in is because the Dutch scientist Van Ratchet has set up shop in this small little village, and the Germans want the technology he has developed that they're going to use in the next game at 5 o'clock.
All right,
Do
gotcha.
we need to get something and get it off?
Of course,
the
you
table?
don't know that as a British player, but the German player do.
Do we need to get something and get it off the table, or we just need to hold it?
No, you need to get him and get him off the table, but who knows whether he'll want to come peacefully or not.
German troops advance past the wreckage of their fallen ships in search of the mysterious inventor.
Take Sergeant Schultz and move him next to the colonel.
Okay. Sure. Where are they going? They're all packing.
I like that battle camera.
Can the sailors see the Germans there? Can you get the camera low enough?
Yep, hold on. There we go. So let's look. Hey, Mark, can you switch to
What am I switching it to?
Down at the bottom.
Cam mic.
Cam mic.
And number 2?
Yep.
Boom. I'm your operator.
There you go.
So, we can just see the Germans there on the hill, can we?
Pull it back just a little bit.
Can you get it low enough to be behind the figures?
Oh, no, this way. I don't know.
This way. I'm going to get down to eye view. No, Mark, you can't because of the smoke.
Okay, fair enough.
British ships land a troop of sailors who quickly take up position and pour fire into the flanks of the Germans.
There's our the Germans are right there. Got the Germans right there, what they could see. British naval party. And back here is
As the German soldiers approach a walled farmstead, they find the British have already arrived.
Here, Steve. I'm gonna give you a situational cam.
Yeah, I don't want to be caught standing in the middle of the field.
So these are your guys.
Okay.
That's where all the firing's coming from.
Yeah.
Kind of where you're at.
Okay. Is that that's 5 inches there? Do I have a shot at those guys from the corner?
Well, it's not 5 inches because the woods go right up to the wall, so you had to basically go through the woods to get there.
Okay. All right, then. That's fine.
British soldiers climb the walls of the farmstead, entering it and making it a veritable fortress.
So Mark's got line of sight down there. He's got line of sight down that way. He's got these guys in the building. And then Matt's over here. All right. Boom. Okay, so the sound of the clanking and smashing is definitely coming from the barn right here. A man in a strange contraption. Switch over my view.
Hold on. I'm getting it.
There we go.
Okay.
This strange exoskeleton with blades and everything.
Focus.
Right.
I hope
So is that the first action?
Yes. So second, you can whatever you want. You can try to negotiate with him, announce your presence. You tell me.
I think he'll
role playing right now.
he'll come to attention, salute smartly, and say, "Excuse me, sir. Would you mind coming with me?"
You're right.
Okay, Mark. We're gonna do this as an opposed roll. So you roll the
Okay.
dice. He's gonna roll the dice. You got a 7.
I got a 5.
Okay. He doesn't attack you, but he's also not keen on the idea of leaving his laboratory.
Fair enough.
German forces take up position for their assault on the farm.
Turn 3, no one's dead, except I think Blood Alley is probably going to happen inside that farm very quickly.
Possibly.
Assessing the situation, Baron Rupert decides to take matters into his own clawed hands.
All right, let's on the my 9 of spades. Let's move Klaus And where the hell do I want him? This guy is going to charge as far as he can toward the entrance gate to the complex.
So he's going to come out here.
Yeah.
Okay. He can actually get pretty far.
That's fine. Yeah, that's perfect.
Then your other 9?
And the other 9 of diamonds, it's going to be Ruprecht. Can he? Okay. Question: can Ruprecht start climbing that wall and get to the top of the house, or is that going to be too much of a climb?
He'll fall through the roof on this because it's just a thatch roof.
Oh, okay.
But if he wants to, yes, he could climb it and smash through and be into the house. But I might make you make your room roll.
Okay. Hell, why not? Let's go for it. Climb up that wall and.
Okay.
How movie-like?
How movie-like? All right, Scott. Roll on the wound chart, but subtract 1.
On the wound chart. So what am I rolling? A D10 or
Roll
D12?
D10.
Yeah, you need to roll a 10.
Yeah. Thanks for greeting for me, Mark. I rolled a 9.
Ooh.
Drops down. All right, so you smash through the barn here, and you're down inside of it, but you have a wound now.
As suspected, the walled farm becomes a slaughterhouse.
So the Baron's actually inside the building still, but I just set him outside so you can see. But the front of the building's more ruined.
Are all those figures inside the building?
No, the British are outside. He repulsed them, but they're actually closer than they would be. So they're basically right against the side of the wall.
Wave after wave attacks the farmhouse, but to no avail.
So here's the
Interesting.
horrible scene inside there. Here's the corner of bullet attraction. Your both Mark's shock has been removed because of his +1 hand-to-hand card.
Does it just even up down?
Right.
I rolled a 10, natural 10.
I rolled a natural 1.
Add 3.
Adding 3, okay. Adding 3, and it rolled I rolled a natural 1, so it becomes a 4.
Jesus!
All right, so Scott, that gives him a second point of shock. You can keep him in hand-to-hand or push him away. Push away makes him a target. Keeping him with you makes him not a target, but he can.
Yeah, let's push him away, directly away to the. Yeah.
Okay. Ooh. Come at me, bro. All right. That's all.
One last attempt is made to take the professor into German hands.
So, into the turn, Van Winkle emerges in his armored suit with his daughter behind him. A Gatling gun opens up on what's left of the Germans, either killing or driving off the rest of them, ending the scenario.
Oh, very good. That was fun.
Yay. I enjoyed that.
I did.
Absolutely my favorite game.
That was great.
It is. It really is.
So in the next game, the British will get an extra mech and some extra stuff to aid them in the upcoming battle.
For the next scenario, the Germans return, this time with more troops and cantankerous contraptions.
The scenario for this one's because it's my third game. My back hurts really bad. My legs hurt. This is going to be a meeting engagement. So normally I would put a bunch of different little fun things around that we have to accomplish. But since we're keeping this simple, we're just going to beat the crap out of each other. Okay. So purposes of the game, north is going to be the top of your screen. So this little road going off here. So if you need to give me directions about how to move your troops, this will be north up here.
Okay.
Then I think we'll just go through it as we go.
All right.
So, so what you're going to do is you're going to deal yourself a card after you've shuffled for each one of your units, and then one for your hero and one for your leader. Heroes and leaders, as part of an action, they can attach or detach from a unit. So if a hero attaches to a unit on his turn and then the unit moves later in the turn, that hero goes with him. The benefits of attaching and detaching. So when a leader is attached to a unit, that unit benefits from all of his traits. So if the leader is a brawler and gets to reroll hits on a close combat, then the whole unit does. A hero does not lend his abilities, but counts as an extra figure and does lend his close combat dice and shooting dice to the unit. And a hero and a leader, or I'm sorry, a hero has as many wounds as like they do in regular Fistful of Lead. So Scott, that means they do have 3.
Right.
So if heroes attached to a unit would get to throw in extra 3 dice in close combat. That makes sense?
Yep, sure does. One question. The hero and leader can only attach to infantry units. Can they attach to machines?
Yeah, they could get in a tank if you want to.
Okay. All right.
A German flying contraption takes to the skies.
Okay. All right. So spades. Let's roll number 4, the tank, or I'm sorry, the steam carriage.
Yeah.
So I assume I'm just going to let's just move him twice because I don't think he's going to be able to see anything.
So first I want you to grab a 10-sider. This is unique to this.
Yep.
And I want you to roll a sustain roll to make sure the boiler's still going. And in that case, this is a 3 or above.
I got a 6.
All right, so the boiler's still hot. You've got an at the double move, which will not allow you to shoot, but will allow you to move 16 inches. Right to the edge of the building there.
Sensing a threat to the center, the British send in an armored steam conveyance.
Okay. Well, let me ask you, is there, I guess if I move, it's going to be 1 harder to hit, right?
Yep.
Well, then I guess I'll just fire at him now, so it's at least I got a little...
Give me a sustain roll first. It's a steam powered too, so you need a 4 or above.
4. Whew.
Ooh, barely got it. All right, so you're currently within range.
Okay.
So the permeate suit has its little mini Gatling on it. So you're rolling 3 dice. You're hitting on 8s.
And I'm hitting that, shooting at the helicopter. No, I'm sorry, the Wesp.
The Wesp. Der Wesp.
10, 8, and 8.
Jesus.
Okay. 3 possible hits. All right. This baby does not have armor, Scott.
I know it. I know. I remember the West.
So, Todd, roll your damage. You've got 4 hits, or you got 3 hits there. So.
6, 10, and 3.
So the 6 is wound, the 10 is 2 wounds, and the 3 is a shock. But that is enough to blow it out of the sky. So,
Well,
really, already.
at least yeah, no kidding, Marsh. To the West.
Sorry, Scott.
That's all, no, that's the game. That's the whole point. All right.
Better be here, so.
Hold on, let me get a...
Oh, Scott's guys coming in here. Observe you. These guys. The French are going to have a shot here in just a moment. And they're going.
Fantastic.
The unicycle Uhlans sense the time is right and charge into battle.
Yeah, got a ace that wants to be a jack of close combat.
I think I know where you're going.
Yeah. Do you?
You can send the Uhlans in with their explosive lances on that vehicle.
Yes, sir. So the Uhlans are going to charge the vehicle.
Okay. Yeah. Last charge of the Uhlans.
That's right.
It's
So there's,
like the Poles against the German tanks, and
I know how this is going to go.
so Jay, I'm doing the ace as a close combat, so that's +1. There's swordsman, that's also a +1, so I'm +2.
Yep. So in this, you're instead of opposed roll, Scott, you're rolling each dice for your unit or each guy that's available. So you have 8 guys left in that unit. They would normally hit on 5s, so they're going to hit on 3s.
Right,
and then with a vehicle that size, Todd, you're doing the same thing, but you're only rolling 3 dice.
And what am I looking to hit on 5s?
You are hitting on 5s.
And then also it says the brawlers, so I get to re-roll my close combat dice.
You do. Reroll.
So re-roll my what?
Reroll your misses.
Okay, so there's I've only got 4 dice here, so so there's 3 hits so far, a 3, a 7, and a 10, and then a miss. So so then the second half of that is going to be 2 more hits. So there's 5 hits total, and then I've got 3 misses, right? So I get to re-roll my misses.
Yes.
All right, and then 3, so 8 total hits.
Okay. Todd, what did you get?
I got 2 hits.
Okay. Let's do Todd's hits first. So you roll your 2 hits.
10 and 2.
All right. So we got a shock, and you lost 2 more guys, Scott.
Okay.
And then Scott, you're going to roll your 8 dice to see what happens.
Okay, so here's the first 4.
Is he rolling this just on like as though it's a vehicle hitting the vehicle or what?
Yeah, so you're still going to get a save on this, but you don't get to have the automatic save because it's close combat. So they're in there jabbing their explosive tip lances through your vision slits and into the side of your.
Awesome.
Okay, so Jay, there's the first 4. I'm a 1, a 2, a 7, and a 9. So, and then the second 4 is 2 10s, an 8, and a 3. So 2 10s, a 9, and an 8 are going to be the best damage, and then I got a bunch of shock. I think.
Yeah. So let's do the 2 10s and the 9. So first roll 3 dice, Todd. You're looking for your armor save of 6 or below.
It's 10, 9, and 9.
Okay, so those double hits turn down into a single hit, which right there, you only got 3 hits on that vehicle, so she blowed up.
Okay.
Even with one of their vehicles in flames, the British see a chance to counterattack. Meanwhile, the Germans try an end around and try to flank the British right.
Here's what the Germans see.
Oop, okay.
Here's what the Germans see. There's our tank.
Oh, yeah, I got it. Yeah.
French all crowded down here. There's a shot from the here. Oops. There's what British do. So who's you do?
He's going to shoot the tank, but let's see if I sustain 9. So I'm good.
You're shooting. Okay.
The only one I got.
Okay, so now I'm rolling 2 dice.
So you just rolled 2 dice, right?
No, wait, hold on. For some reason, I feel like it's 4d10, so I get to roll 3 dice.
So, yeah, you're right.
Firing the tank, and I'm hitting on what on the tank?
8 probably. Because
Yeah.
I hit on you.
Yep, it's long range, so it's 8.
9. I got 1 9. So I got to hit.
Okay.
And a 9 for damage.
All right, let's see if I can make a save here. And I rolled a 2 on the save, so I missed my save.
All right, so 2 hits on the tank.
Oh, wait.
Takes 3. But,
I rolled a. Do I get that +1? Because I did roll a 7 as well. Is that +1?
okay, so if you rolled a 7, that would be a second hit.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Okay.
roll damage again.
All right, the other one was a 2. So. And that's a 10.
All right, so now I gotta make this save. So I need a 6 or better. Come on, baby. And I got a 5. Missed that one too. I think my tank's dead.
Yeah, your tank is kaput.
Okay.
Kaput.
With their vehicles gone, the Germans will have to rely on strong heart and cold steel to win the day. With the tide turning against them, Baron Rupert decides to make a brave display for his men.
All right, so that was their turn.
Okay, and so my hero, Ruprecht
Yep.
Hammersfaust.
Yep.
He's got a pistol, right? So let's move him. I'm not sure where the.
He can't be targeted, like by shooting, if he's within 6 inches of the unit. So if you detach and like run out here to shoot, he can't be shot at by himself. However, he could be charged or something.
Yeah, well, that's what I want to do is just go ahead and move him out there where I can hopefully get into shorter range to the British up top.
Well, fence is going to cost you, so there's one action. You're still going to be at long range, but you get 3 shots.
3 shots. And am I using D12s with this guy or
yeah,
not?
that's what you are. So
all right, so
that's what you roll.
Where's my other 12? God damn it! Oh, there it is. Okay. So and I need it's long range. I need 8s.
8 fence makes it a 9.
And a 9, a 2, and a 5. I can take the hit, or I can choose to re-roll the whole throw, right?
Yep.
Okay, so I'm gonna re-roll the whole throw and see what happens. I probably should have stayed with the hit, but that's okay.
That's gonna be good.
12, 6, and an 8. So I still got 1 hit.
Okay. Roll on the 12. See what you did. I killed 2 guys.
A 9.
You killed 2 guys.
Tide is turned against the Germans. Even with the brave display of their heroes, they are forced into what's become known as the Triangle of Death.
Queen of Spades is activating the French and the hero combination, so that's going to remove all that shock first, right?
Yep.
And then, are they long range or short range?
No, they're short range.
All right, so we're going to fire everybody.
Hero, but short range for the rest of the unit.
All right, so I need to roll 3 dice separate, which I'll do first. And he's hitting on
9.
All right, missed all of them, no 1s, so we're good there. And then Looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 guys.
Yeah, you have 8 guys left in that unit.
And so now they're hitting on 6s, which I like better. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hits.
Okay, see what happens.
I got 2 7s.
Okay, so that's 2 deads.
A 6.
That's also a dead.
And 3, 3, 5, so 3 shock.
Holy crap.
Okay, that is more than that unit has, so that unit's going to run.
Right. So
Okay, so Todd, roll a die, subtract
3.
or subtract 3.
7 minus 3 is 4.
all right. So
You got a leader and you got a hero, so I would say it's probably.
yeah, I think it's over because there's nothing I can do. Once I lost all the infantry, it's gone. Good game, Todd.
Yeah. Thank
Come,
you.
come,
I had some good rolls.
Oh yeah, losing the wasp on the very first turn was sort of traumatic.
Yeah.
It's like, come on, man, it's my machine gun.
Yes, your mobile machine gun just suddenly died.
Yeah. Oh well, that's the way it is. Good game, Doc.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
I had a great time today. This has been fun.
Well, that was quite some fun, wasn't it? If you enjoyed it as much as I did, please hit the subscribe button, or at least like us. Give us a little bit of love. Until next time, I'm the Baron, and this is Fistful of Lead by Wiley Games.